So I'm just gonna keep here. I recently gave about my dogs. I think, okay, I don't need to like over exaggerating. I don't even know what I have this plug, but I hope this helps. Either way. Just wanted to come on here and say that I'm still alive. No matter what circumstances, I'm doing well. Yeah. Hi. I'm cleaning. A lot of people misconstrue the fact that I do potty and all of that, but actually clean half of the day. They actually, one of my classmates sent me a message, and she was like, "What are you doing? Can you pass me please the homework of that topic? Like, what do you find?" And I'm like, I'm giving a bath to my 3 dogs. And then when I sent her the picture to my classmate, and she was like, "Okay, can I give you my dogs too?" Like, what kind of joke is that? I actually, just to say at least, I don't get any type of indirect like message under. No, I don't get. I don't get. If you would tell me something, tell me straight up. Only a mixer. Only. Hi. It's actually a messy band because I give a shower or a bath my 3 dogs. Yeah, I give a shower my 3 dogs. Just by myself, this tiny body. This little tiny creature give a bath to the 3 dogs. So, yeah. I need to be fine. I'm actually mopping. Like, I don't know what I make arms. Like, I just mop. That is the secret. I don't have any secret. Like, if you see how big is my dog, like, actually you just need to carry my dog. But, like, yeah, I got you. Because my dogs don't love to take baths. My dogs really don't like baths. I love it, yes, I do love it. But afternoon, I don't like to take it at mornings. I used to, but I don't know. I don't like it. But one thing that I keep less, like, kind of weird. Some people are weird, let me tell you. Some people have taste in things that really I don't such as I don't know, just to for example, I have a fetish with hands, and people will call me weird because they have a fetish, but most of my classmates have a fetish with hands, including myself. So some people have a fetish with feet. So I think it's okay. Even today, I was talking with my classmates, and he was just like, "Oh my gosh, your job that you did was cool. I wish mine would be cool as well." And I was like, "Don't worry. I use Canva to edit and make my things, you know." But he was like, "I wish that I could do that. I don't actually." And I was like, "Okay, it's fine. You can do your own way. I mean, you don't need to do what I do. It's fine, you know." Ollie. So I feel like we need to clean behind us, and I don't know. I was giving my time to kind of reflect on me and like the type of things that I want to have, because I'd rather just have a little time to myself. And mind you, I'm not the type of girl that goes to like, I don't know, just to, what to say, like, go and like the hookup culture. No, I'm not that type of girl. I just go and reflect and meditate, then go again, do all my things and just fine, because I'm that type of girl most of the time. And I'm not in calm with that things. But it's, fine. Also, this is kind of translucent, and you can see. But you can tell, like, how this little flowering color. It's really cute. I love it. I really do love that this time. So, yeah. I might just mop. Okay, I might just mop. I have this lot of thing to mop, and I'm fine with that. I don't know about you, but half of the day I'm cleaning and half of the day I'm working and doing my things. At the end of the day, I work out. All day that I finished my task. Yesterday was studying, and let me tell you, terminology is a topic very interesting about all the work that you can find in medical and stuff, especially in pharmacy, because I feel like doctors most of the time just know a couple words, but I feel like pharmacy we learn more about like what we need to use, what kind of medicine we need to, and blah blah blah. So I feel like we need to like I don't know, just to try to have a little bit of empathy for it. But I love my career, let me tell you. I freaking love my career. I'd rather pick that career. And I was even asking my mom, like, why she don't pick that career? Like, why, mom? And I was like, no, I told her because my mom knows me. I think better than I know myself. And I was telling me that you should pick that. And I wish that my teachers would not be that type of teachers. They will tell you, you could do me a favor to, pass on class. And I was, no, teacher. I prefer a 0 than being in that weird things. No. So that is the main reason why. And I feel it's fine, at least you feel okay. And I wish sometimes just to be, and I can be covered all the time. But, I said that even when I don't, like, have can I comment on, like, I don't have some websites, let's say, because I feel icky and uncomfortable. Even when I study, when I was giving the presentation, and I was explaining about the classes and things that have this type of websites, and people were like telling me, even my teacher was telling me, you need to, but you can make more money that you can actually do this. And I was like, pause, please. Calm the waters a little bit before you want to speak, before you want to say something that will make me feel uncomfortable, but yeah. So that is the main thing that was going on with me. Even though I'm like, everybody is human, and I feel like to me, it's kind of funny. I always say it all the time. But if I see someone with a good body sculpture, like good body image, let's say, I will not fall until I truly know them and their mind as well, because I don't know, I'm not worried about the body. That's what I encourage people to also work for the mind, not just the body, and each of them would be in balance. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Not to say, like, don't worry for your body, no. Just to, as much as you love your body, love your mind, to nurture your mind. And my teacher told me, no, I'm telling you, my teacher told me one time that when you watch some type of content such as, I don't know, just content explicitly, you know what I mean, and you lose and your brain cells are potentially dying. So that's why I see that common factor in people that drink a lot. I'm not saying that drinking is bad. I drink too. Once a year, once a month. Yeah. But let me tell you, when you drink a lot, your brain cells are damaged. So you need to pay careful attention. As the same way you consume certain type of explicit content, your brain will associate that and will need a lot of dopamine so that you replay some type of things. That's why a lot of people, when they are engaged in this type of content, they often find problems on then, blah 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 blah. But essentially it's because their mind is like drugs. You are watching constantly and you need more and more and more explicit and more and more and more hardcore content so you could have that dopamine or oxytocin that you can maybe have in general. So pay careful attention to that. I'm not saying you're not gonna jump, no, but be careful with your mind and with your body. And everyone have addictions. Me, I have addictions. Maybe not as you, but I have my personal addictions. One of them is, it used to be work a lot, only you. So that's the thing that I always struggle, because why was it having that? Because I didn't have certain type of money back then, but that doesn't link to me to do something. I always get excited for do new things, so I tell myself nothing will take you less than just take a deep breath and just let it, just be okay with that. You don't need to purchase things, you don't need to blah, like you don't need to spend, you don't need to show. I almost got through a time where I literally couldn't work ever, and I was just tell myself, you know what? Let's stay in peace. No one is gonna move on. The product will not gonna move on. And even when I study entrepreneurial things and all of that, I even got a class with like the person, Robert Kiyosaki, that was the man who was like telling all these things about this book, and that was like on live, and he was giving this advice of like, don't get that, but I need to purchase it, I need to blah blah blah, I need to do this, I need to blah blah blah, I need to, because at the end of the day, none of these things will move on. None of these things. Even they say that in limited, but there is people who are gonna copy the product and sell it. And the same with orders in Mexico, I think, or in Colombia, I think. They removed that product, and other people were like sad for it. But another company came and literally made the same thing, like a copy and paste. You change the packaging, and that's it. You don't need to be worried of that, and I don't need to put myself into the type of situationship or things that will damage my image or damage myself, soul, mind, and all of these things. So be mindful. Be mindful. Like, I don't know. I don't get attached to things that are things. And like a problem, And even to me, I always have preferred heart. And even I hear that on a lot of girls that say that's like things, but I'm like, chill, dude, chill. And even I study of like health things, and for the things base, so you could have a good health in general, mental, physical, spiritual, and then the same as your environment. Physical and social health is just be in peace with you, know yourself, accept your laws, flaws, and things. And also to, be grounded. Because at the end of the day, we only have to worry about our mental health, physical health, soul health, and social health. And I'm not saying trying to be pleasing. I'm saying that you need to be in peace with your environment. Like, instead of like be mad just because your neighbor will be loud or things like that. Maybe because, let's say, your neighbor have a baby and all of that. Why my neighbor had a lot of babies, blah, blah, blah. And maybe you don't understand in that side. You can maybe give a solution, like ask kindly your neighbor, please, could you maybe go to, be a little bit more less loud, blah, blah, blah. Trying to talk and make your environment more peaceful. And like set boundaries. I'm not saying you scream to another person, and trying to understand. And even when you are in the other person's shoes, you can see what they have and you can understand that. I used to be mad, I remember. I gotta tell you this. I have my little zen moment. And I'm not saying I go to the mountains and I was meditating. No. I read a book that was called Don't Believe Everything You Think or something like that. I think it was in the group chat. Anyway. But I found this book. And the person was saying that was like in this little culture, whatever. And in one, I think was one cut that they said that peace is always with you. And I'm like, of course peace is always with me. And I remember clearly that I had my little moment where I need to realize that it was because I was, I have dogs, right? And they are dogs, so they throw up sometimes. And I was mad because my dog will literally sometimes eat the paper that I put in the trash can, and then they will, I don't know, they will throw up and they will throw up. Or maybe they eat something weird that I don't allow my dogs to eat. So I was like mad because, all of these things were like kind of happening, and I was in the bathroom. And I was doing my thing, what are you doing in the bathroom? And I was peeing and I was all of that. And then I hear my dog was like, I hear a dog, clearly, I'm not lying. I hear that was like similar to the sound, like was someone throwing. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like mad about it. And then I go and I was like, maybe let me educate my ear because I also was in the symphony. Let me educate my ear a little bit and just search for where is the sound. That when it comes the little moment of my Gemini side that have me of searching new things and knowledge. So I was searching what it comes the sound, where it came from the sound. And understand was it on bathroom. And I just need to breathe for a second. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna take a nap. Because that day I didn't sleep. First thing. Second, I didn't eat good. What I mean by good is sometimes I don't eat complete. I just eat a half, then a half, then a half. But I know that I need to eat a fruit. So when I don't eat fruits, to me it's candies. Whatever. And I was like, I need my fruits. I'm moving, maybe relax for a second, then come again and peace, because these things will take over me. And even when you have mental things, you can even create sound. Your mind will create that because it's in a state of mind where you create or have certain images. You can see, hear sounds that are not good. So that's why I also, before I go to bed, I listen sometimes ASMR and sometimes garden sounds. I love the sounds, I really do, but on the morning, because in that times is where I am more peaceful. Like the morning sounds of the birds chirping and all of the things were going on, and I'm sleeping like I will be a little family. So yeah. Not to say at least, we all need a little peaceful moment. And I understand, I used to get mad, but maybe it's because you maybe have a little misunderstanding. Even with my brother, yesterday I was talking of like, my brother was telling me, but why are you mad at this time? And I was like, I'm trying to explain him carefully. There was a misunderstanding. And all the things that my brother was like, are you kidding me? We spent 5 years of misunderstanding. Yeah. For that little thing, we were like, that was so out of sight. I'm telling you, out of sight. And yeah. To kind of go, I just want to clarify that you don't need to clarify everyone. Even yesterday, I have my little tarot reading moment to like give a little reflection, because each Sunday, most of the time, I give it to myself a Torah reading where I make reflection into the things that I've been going through, including all of the things that I've been even telling here about, you know, the relationship that I had, speed relationships. There were no relationships, were still friendships and all the things. And I was needing my time, because I feel like if I will come to someone, they will be, you did this, you did that, so it's not good for me. And I'm also working on to think that I'm not bothering someone to tell them my problems, because when I was telling my problems to, let's say, my grandparents, or not my grandparents, but even just to my mom, I remember clearly that they would be telling me, let's fix another time, let's do it another time, like, I'm a little bit busy, I'm a little bit busy, I'm a little bit busy, I'm a little bit busy. You know, it will be kind of overwhelming for them. And I don't want that. So I'm like, it's okay to say your things. So I just go say my things, and then I feel like, okay, let me be on peace, let me just regain a little bit of things, confidence as well. I don't know, just to breathe a little bit, because for most of the time I learned that I need to be pleasing by my family, blah blah blah. But I'm giving myself to please myself as well, to like engage with me. Not in the sense of marriage, no. Just like be myself honestly, and just, I don't know, make something. Yesterday my grandma cooked and baked something that was really good. So like kind of treat me this way, or even allow me to sometimes to like work, and allow me to, it's enough work. We need to breathe a little bit and just be fine. And like yesterday was the day of clearing up my mind a little bit, just to have my mind a little bit. And I'm ambivert, that is called this. I was discovering as well of like, I'm not most of the time outgoing. No, I'm not outgoing, but I'm not introvert. I'm the person who sometimes go out, sometimes get in. Sometimes go out, sometimes get in. Sometimes I like to talk, sometimes I don't. And it's not about a personality, something like that. It's about my traits that I have, not toxic traits, but I need to recharge myself quite time to time. And that is normal. Even I was talking that to one of my classmates, and she was telling me, it's okay to be yourself, You don't need to pretend to be something that you are not, so yeah, I was like, yeah, it's okay to be yourself. And yeah, and giving knowledge in English. Soy de Perú, pero estoy hablando en inglés por ahora para practicar, para que no se me vaya. Y por cierto, yo estaba ayudando a mi profesora de, ¿cómo se llama? De un curso que tenía de salud pública, y le ayudé con su inglés un poco y me hizo muy... Aquí se sintió. Sentí algo bonito acá, como era, ay, qué bien que estoy ayudando a la gente. Y era así bien bonita. I helped my teacher today with the word that she doesn't know in English. I was helping her because I speak in English as my second language, but I love that. And I love teaching Spanish as well. But yeah. So yeah, I feel grounded and happy to teach other people in Spanish. And I'm doing it to my own pace, I'm doing it to my own time, my own thing. I didn't know that people love things speed it out, but I'm the with others, let me tell you, I have patience, but with me, I don't. Let's do it. I don't do the things because I'm motivated. I do it because I'm very, I don't know, I'm very like straight to the line, not because I also was raised by strict teachers, and one of my teachers was a military. Yes, I passed for that, and even for girls that I know that they don't have the same experience, or like that was not normal for you, right? And they were like, no, that was not normal. And we were like, okay, I think I don't have a childhood like you, but I'm okay, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to take a shower, do my things, you know. I clean, finish it, and yeah. I give my 3 dogs a bath, now I need to clean the sand floor. And look at this bigger thing. It's a bunny. This is a towel of my dog. One of my dogs. I mean, like, we have 2 towels, but we have 3 dogs. Maybe we need another towel. Who knows? Well, anyway, it is what it is. I'm happy. I'm glad I have you here. And till you can go, let me tell you, 4 laws that I have, honestly. Because I don't want to know what we would glorify but a little. No, we are real. We are freaking real at this point. One of the things is that I'm a person who gets mad when I wake up. Because it's cold in a second. I don't want to live it. It's so comfy, you know, it's so comfy. So it's, if I wake up in the good way, I will be in a good mood. Before that, I need to, you know. Also, another thing I will say I have a flaw on it, it's that sometimes I don't get sarcasm, even on indirects, or like something they want to tell straight up, or like a message slightly, or even sarcasm. I don't get it. If you were sarcastic, or like tell me indirects and like things like that, I will take it like it is what it is, you know. There are talented thing. For example, if someone tells me, you know, the weather is so bad, but they're telling me in a sarcastic sense, and even one of my classmates told me that that is me being sarcastic, so you need to be aware of that. So I'm like, okay. And yeah, I take it as what it is. Like, I take it as a direct message. I'm like, okay, done. Even with one of my friends that I have at the time in the symphony, she tells me that don't talk to me ever. That was sarcasm, but I take it literally. So at this point, I'm not talking to her. Like, really. Even to me, it's kind of like weird, but yeah. Third of all, I don't. Sometimes I don't get consistent, and I overthink some of the things that you will consider as little tiny possible. I think 3 times before I will do something, or even if I said something, because it happens to me one time. Since that, I never will go back again to do that, and I think twice or even 3 times before I will do something, and it gets me to the point even where like you will maybe notice of like my things of like maybe changing my channel, maybe changing the thing, maybe changing the topic, maybe changing, but I'm testing the waters at this point just with my content and things, so I don't take it personal. Even yesterday, or like 2 days ago, I recently discovered there were the things that I already explained, some of the things that are explicit and are understandable, but to me, some people didn't get it, so I need to explain 3 times. And I think that some people doesn't get it, but I'm like, you know, and it's hard to me keep the things. I mean, it was not hard to keep the name of people that I go or maybe have experience or something of French or whatever. But in the sense of like over explain about what happens to me, you know, all the things, and I need to be private. Even today, I like save all my images in Instagram. I didn't delete any of them. I just save all in another space. And I'm kind of new even in some things or some adjustments that I have social media. So I'm always a Googling person, and I find a way to like save all the stories and all the things that I have. and just to allow myself to have more privacy and to don't be, over explicit and just telling my life, because someone may be thinking it could scroll, it will see who I'm interested in, and even to me happen when someone literally pretend to be another person to get something out of me. That was not something good. So I'm like, I need to keep my things private. I know the person was not the person, so I'm fine. So yeah, I'm not the person who trusts at the first time. Like you need to have your time to, then I can get you my trust. I have trust issues. Most of the time, no, but you need to give me trust. How you can give me trust? Tell your things exactly. It is what it is with no lies. I'm a person who is a detector of lies. So, I don't know. It even got me because I was a friend back in the day with one of these girls that literally were chatting with the boy and were hanging out with another the next day. Like they were telling, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And they were like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And like, who do you love? Like, I'm not like this stuff, whatever. Like, I'm like, I'm even working on my trust issues with my teacher. And my people in general. So, I'm Monker. Monker? Monker. Okay, okay. So, yeah. Just to say, like, you need to tell me the things straight out or don't get it. Even I have a translator that is my friend. I tell my friend, what does it mean this? And my friend was like, this means this, please. And maybe I'm Googling, what does it mean this? Okay, this means this. But I'm a person who truly makes a deep research. Everything? No. Some of the things that I'm interested in, people, yeah. So I'm very aware of that. So, yeah. But anyway, have a great day. Have you have someone who help clarify some of the things. And also, being overthinking was the best gift that I ever received. In epidemiology, I have like good grades because I'm the type of person who like, oh my gosh, this person is sick, so maybe they could have this, maybe they could have the lungs this way, maybe they could have, maybe, and all of that. And my teacher's like, you get go, you get it, dude. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, have a good day. Bye bye. Take care. And don't forget to take care of your mental, physical, and well being in general. Okay? Bye bye. Bye.